The weakest house in the world is that of the spider. Hello! Today, I will tell you about one of the animals mentioned in the Holy Qur'an, the spider. Yes, you heard that right. The Quran directly mentions the spider. What's more, there is even a chapter in the Quran named after it, Surah Al-Ankabut, which literally means the spider. And the word spider appears exactly in this surah. The verse says, "The example of those who take protectors other than Allah is like the spider who builds a house." But truly, the weakest of houses is the spider's house. If only they knew. Al-Ankabut 41. The mention of the spider in this verse is actually a very powerful metaphor. But what is this metaphor? By the way, don't forget to like this video. Allah compares those who take others besides Him as protectors to the spider building its house. From the outside, a spider's web looks very neat and strong. In fact, today scientists say that spider silk is even stronger than steel. But here, the issue is not physical strength. The phrase, "the weakest of houses," refers to the social and moral weakness of the spider's dwelling, because the spider's web is built only for hunting. In the spider's house, there is no unity, no love. The female spider can kill the male after mating. Sometimes the offspring even eat their mother. So, although the spider's house may look strong from the outside, in terms of trust, compassion, and solidarity, it is actually the weakest of all homes. With this example, Allah shows us that relying on anything other than Him is like relying on the spider's web. The spider's house is the weakest house. It can be destroyed even by the wind. People sometimes rely on money, sometimes on fame, sometimes on power. But each of these, like the spider's web, can collapse with the smallest shake. We can also see similar examples in daily life. Huge companies can go bankrupt overnight. Friendships that look unbreakable can suddenly fall apart. All of this shows us that such things are actually as fragile as a spider's web. Here is the lesson. The only true refuge is Allah. When a person turns to anything else, they are in fact holding on to something as fragile as a spider's web. In conclusion, the spider in the Quran is not only an animal, but also a powerful symbol full of lessons. This example in Surah Al-Ankabut reminds us, our foundation, our source of trust, our shelter, should not be fragile things like a spider's web, but the firm support of Allah. Moreover, in the Quran, Allah makes this comparison through the female spider, and today we know that it is the female spider who builds the web. This is a clear miracle of the Quran. So, which other animals are mentioned in the Quran? Write them in the comments. If you'd like me to make videos about them, don't forget to like this one. May Allah protect you all.